As an economics professor, retired Air Force officer, and retired business school dean, Arthur T. King has built his career around education. When Dr. King was about 15 years old, his grandmother insisted that he go to the mourner's bench, which was a Baptist custom in Alabama. The end goal was to develop a relationship with Jesus Christ, and that had a major impact on his life. He was a believer, and that made a lot of difference in helping him to go through the things he did in his life. To start his education, Dr. King earned a Bachelor of Science in Biology at Tuskegee University in 1962. While there, he came upon a program for young people who aspired to be affiliated with the Air Force. Although he couldn't afford to take Reserve Officer Training Corps, or ROTC, classes, he was one of the 25 graduating students in their class who were chosen to look into the possibilities of the Air Force as a profession versus the other fields, and this was where his career began. Dr. King began his military career as a commissioned second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force, but his passion for education quickly became evident, as he would become an assistant professor of economics at the U.S. Air Force Academy in 1970 for 4 years. In 1971, he earned a Master of Science in Economics from South Dakota State University, and the Air Force Academy provided him the opportunity to finish his PhD degree studies at the University of Colorado. He used this to advance his academic roles, becoming an Associate Professor of Economics at the Air Force Institute of Technology from 1979 until 1982, a Professor of Economics at Baylor University from 1982 until 1995, and the Dean of the School of Business and Economics at Winston-Salem State University in North Carolina from 1995 until his retirement in 2006. Looking back over his career, Dr. King feels that the mentors who motivated and inspired him were Dr. Herbert Reynolds, Dr. Nan Cohen, and Major Joseph A. Jenkins. Furthermore, Dr. King was motivated by a number of people who took him under their wings and tried to assist him to comprehend how the world works, which he believes is the true issue at the heart of many problems. As it turned out, the possibilities he was given were, for the most part, fantastic in terms of exposing him to a different worldview and encouraging him to lend different degrees of contribution to the world. Dr. King's advice to future generations is, do your best. You don't have to be the most productive person in the organization all of the time. We all have restrictions. Expect them to come into play from time to time because they will, and there will be problems you won't be able to fix. But what you need to do is be able to focus on the goal of doing your best for yourself and others who rely on you. It is all about making the world a better place to live in. Dr. King married Rosa Marie Bryant from 1962 until her passing in 2019. He is the father of Donald and Kevin and a proud grandfather of 3. In his spare time, he enjoys golfing and hopes to one day hit a 300-yard drive. He would also like to travel and attend his youngest grandson's graduation from Harvey Mudd College in California.